Hi guys, this is another tutorial featuring our app add-ons, external apps that can be integrated directly into Schoology. In this example, I'm going to show you how to use one of the linked and integrated tools and apply it directly in Schoology. I'm going to use Edpuzzle. Edpuzzle is a video website that lets you monitor progress and embed questions into the videos. And it integrates directly with Schoology. Now, just a quick overview on some of these apps. This is our App Center up in your course here. And if you've integrated an app already, or if the district has, they'll show up here as already done. But you can go to the App Center to explore and see what other options they have. Now, some of these things are built in for us, and we just have to link up. Some of them you might have to pay extra for depending on the application itself. But there are a whole number of different things that you can use to work right in to how you use Schoology. I showed once already how to use Quizlet as an embed feature, but it's also an app that can be directly linked in through this feature, which I'll show you with Edpuzzle. So Edpuzzle is one that I've already used, and if you click on it, you will see that you need to install the app. Now, I've already done this step, and I don't know if the district has done this at a level for all teachers since I've done it once, or if this is something you'll have to do individually. So here's what I'm going to recommend with this tutorial. It's a little bit more complicated than just clicking a button. So to be clear, the purpose of this tutorial is not to walk you through how to install Edpuzzle and get it working. It's to more give you an overview of what you can do with these app add-ons, specifically with the Edpuzzle one. And then if you want to do this, I would recommend filling out that help form in our Tiger Tech Schoology resource site so that I can come help you get this LTI installed. Feel free to give it a try on your own, but if you can't figure it out, I can help you get them installed. Once you've completed the process of installing the app, which is the part we're skipping in this video, you'll end up getting that app listed as an app that you can use. And it's going to show up in a couple places. It's going to show up here as an integrated app already. And then when you're in your courses, it's going to show up down the side of your materials and work area that you can use when giving work. Now, I want to show you how Edpuzzle works specifically. So to create materials from those, I'm going to go to Add Materials, and then you're going to see that it's not listed over here, and that's because I haven't used it in this course yet. And part of what I would have to do is link up that app with this course. And again, I can help you get all of that set up, but I think that process is a little too specific to do, because you've got to go to your external tool providers. You've got to find the thing that you want to integrate and add it. I can help you with those details. But let me jump over to my course where I've done all of that details so you can see why you would go through that work. What's the benefit? What's the payoff of getting this technical stuff done up front? Well, I'm going to jump into my 8th grade computers class where I've done that. And you're going to see I added Edpuzzle. And so now when I go into my Add Materials, because I've done that technical process of linking it up, I have Edpuzzle open as an option. So if I click Edpuzzle as an option, what it does is it loads up the app from that content provider. And Edpuzzle is a video hosting site where you can choose videos, and let's see, I have one here. Choose videos that come from either things you've created or from YouTube, and you can, search through your content. And the idea is that a lot of this you would do over in the other site. You would set up and build and hook up everything that you need. But once I've added some videos that I want my class to watch into Edpuzzle, all I have to do here now is choose the video that I want them to watch. And here's what's great. Here's why you take the time to do it. Edpuzzle lets you have the video that I've pulled from YouTube. I've added my own questions. So now my kids are engaged with the video as they go through it, as opposed to just idly watching and then doing something after. So I can do all that, but then I can just, in real simple forms, click assign. See, it knows my Schoology section that I'm working in. I can make it so they can't fast forward through the video. I can turn on closed captioning so that they can read and follow along with. And when I assign this now, here's what's great, is it puts it straight in, and see it puts it down at the bottom because that's where I was. It puts it straight in to my course, and when a student clicks on it, and I'm a teacher right now, so it's going to say, hey, you didn't set this up to be graded yet, you can't really see any details on it, but let me show you what happens when a student clicks on it. So I'm going to go to my course, and I'm going to view my course. And that student then, when they get to this site, they're going to click on it here, and it's going to pull up that student because they're using their Google linked login, and it will verify who they are, and when they get started and they start it, it'll start playing that video right inside of Schoology. Now that's great for the student. It'll let them answer the questions on the video right inside of Schoology. All of this is great for the student, but here's what's really great for the teacher, for you. When you do this and take the time to set up Edpuzzle, a lot of teachers say, well, how do I know if they're actually watching the things that I want them to watch, especially on those remote learning times? Well, by taking the time to do this, when I come in as a teacher and I click on my Edpuzzle page, what I actually end up seeing is, and in this course I've already assigned out 4 other assignments to people, what I'll end up seeing, and here's the one I just did. Now I only have 1 student in this class so far, but if I had 50 students, they would all be labeled and listed here because they got assigned it through Schoology. But I can see the student's name, the percentage of the video that they've actually played and watched, right? Because it'll track that through Edpuzzle. I can see how long it's been since they last were on this video. If I enable grading, because I had 7 or 9 questions built in here, it's going to tell me how many they got correct as they went through it. It's going to tell me if they finished the video and submitted it as complete to move on. And I will get all of that information built in into this. Now, if I were to go back into my materials, and you saw when I clicked on it, it doesn't really show anything. Well, that's because this I did not have set up to actually be graded in Schoology. But if I come in and I edit this once I've created it, right, and I've got it all set up, I can actually enable grading on that video, and it'll grade as a percentage of how many questions they get correctly, or I can switch it to how many points were in the video. I can control that. I can control when it has to be due date, when it's done by, and I can control what grade category it goes into. So I grade based on standards as my categories. I can set a scale for whatever I want to do it for. And when I save those changes, here's the difference now. Now, instead of having to go into my Edpuzzle to view all my videos in progress, if I just click on that assignment because it's gradable, it's going to pull that information up for me, and here's more like what the student sees. They'll be able to watch the video from their perspective, but now assignment by assignment, I can see where they're at, what they've scored, and as far as that like monitoring student progress and understanding, it breaks it down by question for me on what questions were answered correctly or incorrectly. Now, no one's answered any, so everything's wrong so far. No one's gotten any correct answers. But like, if you're looking for a way to monitor video progress and understanding, this is a really great way to go, with the catch, the caveat being, you might need a little help setting up this tool on the front end. If you want help setting this tool up, please fill out that help request form back on the Tiger Tech Schoology resource website, and I will schedule a time to come in with you and make sure that it works on your login, and not just give you a frustrating tutorial to follow that is going to end up being different for everyone because of some of the steps that are involved with getting it specific to user login. Please reach out if you have any questions.